Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. In this tutorial I will show you how you can make this version of my precious sweater but with a V neckline. I love it so much and I hope you'll love it too and you will try to make it. So for this project I'm using some type of yarn from Hobby called Soft Breeze. Unfortunately, this yarn is no longer available on Hobby website, but is the same yarn as Schepjes stonewashed, so that mix of acrylic and cotton. So you can use any fingering weight yarn. It will work for this, and we will use a 4mm crochet hook. So this tutorial is for size small, but as you can already know, you will find on my blog the written pattern for this sweater in multiple other sizes. So we will start with 79 stitches, and then you'll have to chain 4 more stitches. And in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitch from the hook, you'll have to do 1 double crochet, and then chain 2 and another double crochet in the same stitch. We did basically here 1 hole for the front panel and then the corner increase. Okay, so this was the first thing that we did, and now we will continue with chain 1, skip the next stitch, and 9 double crochet into the next 9 stitches. So 1 double crochet into each of the next 9 stitches. So basically, to create this V-shape neckline, we will have to increase on the front panels on each row until we will get and connect the both front panels together. So we will repeat 9 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 2 times, and then we will do the second corner increase, which will be chain 1, skip the next stitch, 1 double crochet, chain 2 and another double crochet in the same stitch, then chain 1, and we will go and work the back panel stitches. Chain 1, skip 1 after corner, then 1 double crochet into the next 9 stitches, and then chain 1, skip 1, and we will repeat 3 times. So basically we are starting with 3 diamond motifs on the back panel and 2 on the sleeves, and in the front panels we will have to increase and get to the same number of motifs as on the back panel. So now we are working again the sleeve. So I just did the increase on the corner, where I'm doing it right now. So before and after corner, you will always have chain 1, skip 1. So basically with the second row, you will see that we will always skip the increase stitch, the increase double crochet. Then after corner it will be the same, chain 1, skip 1, and now we will continue again with the sleeves pattern, which will be 9 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 2 times. And at the end of the row we will finish with chain 1, skip 1, and we will do the 4th increase of our yoke, chain 2, 1 double crochet in the same stitch, then chain 1 and 1 double crochet in the last stitch. And now we will start with chain 4. All rounds will start and end up in the same way. So chain 4, then make 1 double crochet in the chain 1 space, chain 1 and skip 1 stitch and make the corner increase, 1 double crochet, chain 2 and another double crochet. So we have 2 windows at the beginning of the row, then the increase corner, and now we will have 2 windows after the increase. So after increase, chain 1, skip 1, 1 double crochet next, chain 1, skip 1 and continue with 1 double crochet into the next 7 stitches. So the pattern repeat on this row will be 1 chain, skip 1 stitch, 1 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, 7 double crochet. And we will repeat these 2 times before the next corner. And before the corner we will do chain 1, skip 1, 1 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 and increase in corner. So I am on my second set here of 7 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet into the next window stitch, chain 1, skip the next double crochet and the increase in the chain 2 space corner. And now we will repeat chain 1, 1 double crochet into the next window, chain 1, skip 1 double crochet and then 7 double crochet. And we will repeat the same pattern with 2 windows and 7 double crochet until we will get to the last corner, and then we will work it together to see how we will finish this round. So we are here before the corner, so chain 1, make 1 double crochet in the window before the corner, chain 1, then go into the chain 2 space and make the increase, 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet, then chain 1, skip the next stitch, 1 double crochet in next, chain 1 and 1 double crochet in the third stitch of the turning chain. Okay, so this was our round 2. Now we will chain again 4 and make 1 double crochet in the first window that you have in the first chain 1 space. And then 2 more double crochet into the next stitches. So you will have the window at the beginning and then 3 double crochet. And now the next is the corner. So as I said before corner, we will have chain 1, skip the next stitch and then go into the chain 2 space from the corner and make the increase. Then after corner increase, chain 1, skip 1, then 3 double crochet, then chain 1, skip 1 and 5 double crochet. Then chain 1, skip 1, and we will repeat this pattern 2 times. The pattern is 3 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, 5 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and then before corner we will do 3 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and then the corner. And now let's see how we will finish. So before corners on this row we have 3 double crochet. I'm doing the increase, the last increase in the last corner, chain 1, skip the next stitch, then make 3 double crochet. One is in the next window, the second one is in the next double crochet, the third one is in the last window, and then finish the row with chain 1 and 1 double crochet in the third stage of the turning chain. Then we will start again, chain 4 and turn 1 double crochet in the first chain 1 space in the first window, then chain 1, then 4 more double crochet to have at the beginning 5 double crochet after the first window that we have. So 5 double crochet before the corner increase, then chain 1, skip 1, and make the increase in the corner in the chain 2 space, and then chain 1, skip 1, 5 double crochet. So we will have on this row 5 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, then 3 double crochet, and we will repeat this until the next corner. And remember that before corners you have to end with 5 double crochet. So before and after corners you will have 5 double crochet. So 5 double crochet before corner, chain 1, skip 1, then increase. And here you will have to repeat this pattern with 5 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, 3 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 between each corners. And remember that before the corners, before and after, you will have 5 double crochet, and of course the window that we have it before and after each corner. Now we are on the last corner, and let's see how we will end this row. So chain 1, skip 1, then 5 double crochet, chain 1, the last double crochet of 5 will be into the last chain 1 space of the previous row, and then make the last double crochet. So after the 5 double crochet, chain 1, and then make 1 double crochet into the third stage of the turning chain. Okay, so this is how we are increasing the front panels. Now we will start again with 4 chain stitches, and then 1 double crochet into the first chain 1 space, and then we will continue with 6 more double crochet, so to have before corner 7 double crochet in total. Then we will work the first corner, which will be chain 1, skip 1, and then the increase into the chain 2 space. Okay, and then chain 1, skip 1, and we will have 7 double crochet after corner, then chain 1, skip 1, 1 double crochet next, chain 1, skip 1, and repeat to the corner. And of course again, between all the corners you will have to repeat this pattern, and before and after corner you will have 7 double crochet before and after corner. And of course I'm not counting the window stitch, so that chain 1, skip the increased stitches from the previous round, so that window that we have it in corner. So remember, this will be the pattern: 7 double crochet and 2 windows, or chain 1, skip 1, 1 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1. This will be the pattern that you will have to repeat between corners, and before and after corner remember that you will have 7 double crochet. We will repeat all around, and then to the finish, to the end of this. So I just did the corner, then chain 1, skip 1, and make 7 double crochet at the end of the row. The last double crochet of 7th will be made in the last window stitch, in the last chain 1 space, and then chain 1 and make 1 double crochet into the 3rd stitch of the turning chain. Okay, now the next row. We will start with chain 4 again. Then we will have 1 double crochet in the first window, in the first chain 1 space, and then 8 more double crochet. On the previous row we had 7 stitches, 7 double crochet, and now, as the pattern requires, we will have 9. So we will work 9 double crochet before the corner, then chain 1, skip 1, and increase in corner. I'm doing the increase now. So now the pattern that you will have to repeat between the corners will be 9 double crochet, chain 1 and 1 window, chain 1, skip 1, and we will repeat this pattern between all the corners, and before and after corners you will have 9 double crochet. When I'm telling you this, I'm not counting the window stitch that we have it always before and after the corner. So basically on this round, because on this row, if you want, you will finish before the corner with 1 double crochet, then chain 1, skip 1, and then the increase in corner. And we will repeat this to the end of the row. After the last increase in the corner, we will have chain 1, skip 1, and then 9 double crochet, chain 1, and 1 double crochet in the 3rd stitch of the starting chain. And now we are about to start the next row, and we will have chain 4, 1 double crochet in the first window, and then we will have chain 1 and 7 double crochet. If you are looking more close to it, it's basically the same pattern as on row 2, only that this time we have already increased many times and we added one more motif to our front panels. So we have chain 4, 1 double crochet in the first chain space, chain 1, skip 1, then 7 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, 1 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and the corner. So now the pattern on this row will be 7 double crochet and 2 windows, only that before the corner we will have 2 windows, this time not 7 double crochet as we had on our previous round with this pattern. And you will have to repeat like this and continue increasing in this way on the front panels until you will get to row 15. I'm sorry that I'm not working with you all the rounds, all the rows until the joining of the V-neck, but this will take too much to work it together. So we did several rows until now, and I hope that it's all clear to you how to work the rows after it. You have to repeat the same pattern. You will have 9 double crochet with 1 window, 7 double crochet with 2 windows, 5 double crochet, window, 3 double crochet, then 3 double crochet, window, 5 double crochet, and again 2 windows, 7 double crochet, 1 window, 9 double crochet. We finished now the 14 rows, and now at row 15 we will make the join here in the middle. So we will start the row 15 with chain 4 as we did until now with the beginning of the row. So chain 4, make 1 double crochet in the first chain 1 space, and continue then with 6 more double crochet to have 7. So this row 15 will be basically the one with 7 double crochet. So I think it's row let me see, with 7 double crochet. It's a row before, I don't know exactly. So the pattern on this row will be 7 double crochet and 2 windows, and before corner we will have 7 double crochet, so not 2 windows but 7 double crochet, and of course the window before corner. And we will repeat this row until we will get to the end. And at the end we will do the join, which won't be pretty difficult. So now I'm just repeating this pattern with 7 double crochet and 2 windows between each corner. And now I am at the end of the row. So the row will end with 7 double crochet, then chain 1, make a double crochet into the 3rd chain stitch of the turning chain, and then make a slip stitch with the 3rd chain, with the 3rd chain 3 to just make the join. Okay, so basically this chain 3 and double crochet that we have at the beginning and at the end of the row will count as only one stitch that we have between the 2 windows. And now I will cut the yarn because I don't want that my joining line to be in the middle of our front panel. So I will cut the yarn and then I will move to the back. And we will start from now to work in rounds. But because we want to keep the same look of this stitch pattern, we will turn after each row. So I'm starting somewhere in the middle of the back, doesn't matter really where. And now we will start to work in rounds. My round now is starting with the pattern for this round is 9 double crochet and 1 window, and is ending with 9 double crochet before each corner, and starts with 9 double crochet after each corner. I'm telling you that I'm not counting when telling you what with how many stitches you'll have to end before corner and start after corner. I'm not counting the window that we have before and after corner on each row. So this will be the pattern that we will repeat all around. and you'll have to repeat again the same pattern. After this round we will have the pattern will be 7 double crochet and 2 windows, and repeat what you did before. The only difference is that you will have to work in rounds this time, and repeating the pattern more times that you did before, because we are keep increasing in the corners. But the idea is the same, and I know that if you worked with me until now, you will find it easier to work further. Now let's see at the joining in the middle of the neckline how we are working and counting the stitches. So I will have 9 double crochet. The last one will be in the last window stitch of the front panel what I'm working now. Here. And then I will chain 1. I will skip that join, meaning 1 double crochet and 3 chain stitches. This is the stitch in the middle. So chain 1 and skip that join and go into the next window and make 1 double crochet. You'll have a bigger window here than the others on the rest of the pattern, but yeah, this is it. And then continue from here with the pattern with 9 double crochet and 1 window. I know that many of you did the sweater, the other version of the sweater with the crew neckline, and basically it's not so different, only that we just made those increases on the front panels, but from now it's basically the same. So now we'll just continue with the pattern to the end of the yoke until I will have in total 26 rows or rounds for now, because we have to consider them rounds as we are working in rounds. And then at the end of 26 rows, we will meet again to divide the yoke into sleeves and body and see what we will do from there. Okay, so I finished 26 rows or not? Okay. Now I want to show you how to do the, when you are going to how I'm doing on the wrong side. Always make the stitch. Chain 2 doesn't count as first stitch when you are working in round. So after finishing the first row, I just wanted to show you that you'll have to turn your work and chain 2 and then 1 double crochet in the same stitch. This is how we're doing the joinings. Okay, now I am at the end of the yoke. I finished 26 rounds in total. And now we will have to divide the yoke into sleeves and body. You know that with this stitch pattern, dividing the sleeves, the yoke into sleeves and body is a bit difficult, because we have to keep the number of stitches that we need to continue the stitch pattern that we have. That's why on the armpit little holes are created by this joining, but we can sew them afterwards, so I don't think it's that important. The sweater is gorgeous anyway, so yeah, it has a bit of mistakes in it, or I'm not calling them mistakes. I didn't find yet a better way to join this, not to be that visible with holes. So what we have to do on this separating round, just start the rows as usual. Mine is with 7 double crochet and 2 windows, and I will go until I will finish the last motif, the last set of 7 double crochet before the first corner. And then we will meet again to show you how to do the joining. I'm still working with you guys. So sets of 7 double crochet and 2 windows until I will get to the corners here. So now I'm chaining 1 because this is what I have to do, and now I will do 1 double crochet in the corner, but I won't finish it because I want to do 1 single stitch, because this is what I need between the 2 windows on the pattern. So I'm making 1 partial double crochet, if you want to call it like this, and then I will skip the sleeve stitches, and I will go into the next corner, the next chain 2 space, and I'm managing to find, and I will do a second partial double crochet and then close the stitch together. So basically these 2 double crochet works together counts as 1 single stitch that is between the windows. And now I will have to chain 1 and skip all the stitches, including the first stitch of the next set of 9, okay, because now I have to do only 7. And then I will continue with 6 more double crochet. I just did 1. And continue basically with the pattern, repeat with 7 double crochet and 2 windows until I will get to the next corner, basically the last set of 7 before the next corner. I will do the last set of 7 and then we will join again in the similar way as we did here. If you are making this sweater in a bigger size, the join will be different because maybe you will have another stitch pattern on this separating row. All you have to do is to keep the number of stitches that you need to continue the pattern. So if you have 9 stitches, to make 9 stitches before corner, you just do 9 stitches, chain 1 and skip all the stitches until the next section, section of 9 double crochet that you have to do. And also with the other stitch pattern that we have on this sweater. So now I'm on the next sleeve, the second sleeve, and I'm doing the same with 2 double crochet work together in both corners, and then chain 1 and skip all the stitches until the second stitch of the next set of 9. And then I will continue with the stitch pattern to the end of the row. And then we will have to repeat the pattern for the length of the sweater. This time I think I changed a bit the length. It's a shorter sweater than the original one, My Precious Sweater. I worked in total 15 rows for the length. So if you want it to be longer or dress, whatever, you will just have to work as many rows and repeat the same pattern until you will get to the desired length. Okay, now that I worked the length, I still have a few rows to do, 3 I think, but because I finished the skein, I said, okay, I don't want to start another one and then to finish the body, and I said if I just have to start a new one, I will show you how to do the sleeves. So for the sleeves we have the same pattern that we have to follow, meaning 2 windows and 7 double crochet, and we need 2 windows here at the armpit. So now I'm starting with the chains that are between the stitch that are between the windows. So chain 2 and 2 double crochet, and then chain 1, and you will have to skip all the stitches to the second stitch of the next set of 9. There are several stitches to be skipped here, so sorry, I don't have any better solution for this for now. And you will have this small gap here that can be stitched together if it bothers you. And then you will have to continue with 7 double crochet, 2 windows. This will be the pattern all around until you will get to the last set of 7 double crochet that you have to do in this round. And we will meet again right away there to see how to finish this round. Again, on the sleeves as on the body, you will have to work in rounds, but also turning after each round, working on the wrong side and right side as well. You can chain 2 as well instead of 1. If the stitches that you have to skip, there are too many, you can chain 2. This is what I did here just to show you. Big gaps here that I don't like it. I don't like them, but I stitch it together and it's not that visible anymore after finishing the sweater. I will let just 1 chain stitch between and skip all the stitches and join with a slip stitch. Okay, so this was the first row of our sleeve. Now we will have 3, the pattern will be 3 double crochet, but we will start only with 2 here at the beginning of the row, then chain 1, skip 1, then 5 double crochet. So the pattern on the next round is 5 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, 3 double crochet. Repeat it all around the sleeve. This is my little gappy butterfly, but we can stitch them like this, and this holes won't be that visible anymore. So continue with the stitch pattern. I let shorter sleeves also on this one because I want it to be more breezy, more summery, more springy than the other one. So I work in total 10 rows on the sleeves without any decreases at the end, only an elastic band that we will do it with front post and back post stitches, but we will get there soon. So just continue and work as many rows as you want until you will get to the desired length of the sleeve. And after finishing the sleeve, we will meet again to work the elastic band or the ribbed band that we are doing at the end of our sleeves, and also we will adding the same ribbing on the hem of the sweater and the same ribbing we will do it on the neckline, but we will get there little by little. Now I will show you on the sleeve how to do the rib band. You will repeat the same process on the other sleeve and on the bottom of the sweater, and then we will work together the neckline rib band because we have to keep that corner in the middle. So now the first row will be in double crochet. You don't have to turn anymore, so all the rows, all the rounds on the ribbed band, you can work them only on the right side to be easier. And the first row will be just in double crochet. This time chain 3 counts as first double crochet, and I will make a slip stitch to join with the third stitch of the turning chain. And now chain 3 again, and we will start with front post double crochet and back post double crochet into the next, and we will repeat these to the end of the row. If you want to add another ribbing or ribbing pattern, you can do it. You can skip this phase if you want and maybe work just a few rows in double or single crochet as edging. It's up to you. Okay, so I will do this. I will repeat this pattern, I don't know, maybe 2 times. So having 3 rows, 3 rounds in total, 1 in double crochet and 2 in front post and back post stitches. And I will repeat the same ribbing on both sleeves and also at the bottom of the sweater after I will finish the length, because I still have 3 more rows to do. So remember, 10 rows after joining and splitting the sleeves, 10 more rows rounds on sleeves and 50 more rounds on the body of the sweater. Okay, now we are about to work the neckline, I think. Again, we will work also only on the right side, and I'm starting here in the middle of the back with my ribbing. The same as we did on sleeves. The first row will be just in double crochet. We will work 1 double crochet into each stitch, and when we are working on the front panels side rows, we will do basically 2 double crochet in each side row double crochet. If you feel that your double crochet are too many, you can skip one from time to time. Just try to keep the same distance between stitches as are when you are working in rows. So I will show you right away how I'm doing them. So I'm making one here, so I just did 2, and now I'm putting one which is in between the rows, and then again between the rows. So make sure that you are keeping the same, almost the same distance, and it's preferably not mandatory. It's working even without counting, but it's better to have the same number of stitches on each side of the front panel, and work like this until you will get right before the joining. Okay, so like this, and here, so just before the joining, when you have 1 stitch in window, 1 stitch in the middle window and 1 stitch in the other, so you have to do 3 stitches in total. Here we will just work 3 double crochet together in these 3 next stitches, because we want to keep the corner of our V-neck. So this is how we're doing it. Okay, so 3 double crochet together, and then we continue with our double crochet until we will get to the end of the round. And remember that this cluster of 3, we will count it as 1 single stitch when we will work the stitches on the next row, but we will get there soon. So here is how it's looking. So I just worked these 3 double crochet together to make this valley of our V-neck, or keep this corner. Now join with the 3rd stitch of the starting chain. And now, as we did on other ribbing edging, we are starting working front post stitches with back post double crochet, and keep alternating 1 front post double crochet with 1 back post double crochet until you will get to that corner in the middle, and with one stitch before that cluster we will meet again just to see how we will continue to decrease here and do those 3 stitches. Okay, so I am here. I have 1 stitch before the cluster, actually 2, but I will do this back post stitch here. And then I have a front post. Keep 2 loops on your hook. Then I will do a back post and I will get all those 3 stitches. Again, don't finish it, and then a front post. And then close them all together. So here's how we did these 3 stitches just to keep the same corner. And now we will continue with front post stitches and back post stitches to the end of the round, and we will repeat 1 more round working the same as we did on this one. Again, in that corner you'll have to work the 3 stitches together, 1 before the corner, 1 which is the cluster, and 1 after the corner. Work them together. And basically after finishing this neckline ribbing, the sweater is almost done. This is it after finishing 1 more row. So all you have to do now is to wave in all ends. If you didn't finish the ribbing on other parts of the sweater, you just have to do it. I will continue to do the second sleeve because I didn't finish, and also the body to finish with 3 more rounds and then adding the ribbing. And this was it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget that the written pattern is on my blog, and you will find written instruction there with stitch chart and everything you need.